Hello all, very warm welcome. Today we are looking at another lead code question which is merge case sorted lists. Here list is a linked list and we are given an case sorted list which we have to kind of combine and make into one, right? If you look at example, the example is 145, 134 and 26. These are three different linked lists uh, which are given to us as an input, and what we have to do is we have to sort it and combine it into one single linked list which will be again in a sorted order, right? Now just wanted to stress a bit more on the question because this is a very commonly asked interview question, and it's frequently based on Facebook now, and it's also a hard category question in lead code, right? So let's get on to it. First, I'll solve this problem using C sharp, and then we will improvise upon it using a Python language. Right now, if you look at it, right, the very important thing which needs to be noticed is if I am given a list of linked list, right, which contains three set of linked list in a given list. This is the only thing which matters. It contains the list of head nodes, right? If 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 you understand this, then it becomes quite easier to kind of formulate or picturize the problem statement, because what you have is a list which contains head values, which will be like in this case uh, 112, right? I have list 112, and what that means is once I'm working on one, I can one dot next, right? Because if I look at the next node, one dot next will give me 4, another one dot next will give me the other linked list value, which is 3 in this case, right? So so this is, if you picturize in another manner, right? The moment I have this, i'm given a value I'm given a value 1 1 and 2, right? And if I want to address that, I can access the horizontal values as well, which would be 4 comma 5 or 3 comma 5 for that matter. So this is kind of a 2D matrix if you kind of visualize it in a manner. And what you have to do it, you have to bring it in a 1D matrix, right? 1D array, right? So with that thought process, what we'll do is we'll uh, iterate through each and every head nodes, then traverse towards. What we'll do is we'll iterate through. So let me pen it down here. We'll iterate through the head nodes and store the value against that linked list, right? Once I have the value, I'll sort the values and then store it into another linked list, which will be my output. This is what we're going to do, right? So let's get on to it, right? So first what we'll do is we'll just create a list node, which will be my temp node, which will be starting being my -1 as a default value, and I'll create another list node which will be my head node. Head dot head is equal to temp. Now I have my, this is my output linked list, right? Which is, this is what I'm going to return, right? Now to work this further, what we are going to do is we are going to create a list of nodes, right? Which are going to create a singly, if I talk about, I will create 1D matrix, 1D array, right? So what we're going to do is first we are going to iterate through all the nodes which are there in the, or just to, for clarity, let's make it head nodes in the list which is given to me. Now what I'm going to do is while my head nodes is not equal to null, that means now I have to iterate horizontally for that particular head node, right? What we'll do is we'll have we'll store this into a list. Okay, so I have to add this value into the list, right? Head node dot val, right? What will my list will be? This can be just a straightforward list of int my list is equal to new list int, right? And I'll just do head nodes dot next. What will this do? I'm at 1 4. I'm at 1 in the first go. Then I'll go and look for 4. Then I'll go and look for 5 and keep on adding into my list. Now once I have the values in my linked list, once I have the value in my list, I'm going to sort the values. Right? This is an inbuilt functionality which is there in the C#, and it will sort the value using the merge sort or quick sort with the complexity of n log n. And then what we're going to do is we are just going to add these values which are there in this list into the output linked list. So what will that will be my value in my list, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to say temp.next is equal to new linked list val, right? And temp is equal to temp.next return head dot next. This is it. So what we did is we kind of looped through all the head nodes. Once I have that head node, then I looked into the horizontal. I went into horizontal and added into my list all the values. Then I sorted it, and then I added into a new linked list, which should be returned once the manipulation is done. With this, let's run it and see what am I getting the right results. Okay, head node doesn't exist. Head node doesn't exist. Oh shoot. And then I got another error. This is fine. Linked list requires one more line number 38. Okay, so let's look at it. Means we got an error that okay, using generic links is this. Okay, so I think we're making some mistakes. So yeah, I think this is one. So whenever we are using link for each statement, I cannot manipulate this head node because that is what is being used into current enumerable type. So what we have to do is we have to create another list node, which will be temp node of this, and then I can manipulate this value, because what we are going to do is we are going to say temp node is equal to temp node dot next, because I have to move horizontally into it. So this was one issue, and another thing. Okay, this looks sorted. My list got sorted. Oh, this will be not linked list. This will be list node, because that's the class which we are looking at. Let's run it. Okay, so if you see the solution, I mean this got accepted. Means this test cases are executed properly, and let's submit it. It got accepted. Nice. So if you see, right, what we did is we just looked at each and every head node and then tried to find all the horizontal nodes to it. Once I have got that, I've added to the list. In terms of, I added all the values in a given list, sorted it, and created another linked list out of it, right? Now if you see, right, we are using a sorting over here, right? Is there a way to manipulate this? Is there a way to kind of improvise this? Yes, there is. We can go ahead and use heaps, and let's try some other language to kind of explore that. So I have if we are going to use heaps, right, if in Java you might know it as priority queue, or in Python you also know as priority queue, or you can also use heap queue functionalities. So what I'm going to do is we're going to create a empty array, and what we are going to do is we are do almost the same step. It's just that I don't need to sort the values, right? So what I'm going to do is the same thing which we did in the uh, C# code, that I'm going to insert everything into a heap, right? But in this place, I'm going to insert in C# what we did, we inserted everything into a list, what we're going to do here is we are going to insert everything into a heap array, and it will do a automatically heap sort, and it will ensure that always the minimum value is there in the root node, right? So whenever I'm going to keep on adding into the heap, it will heapify in the background and always try to bring the minimum value of the node on the top. So I don't need, with the next step which we did in the C# code was to sort it. I don't need to sort it. All I need to do is create another list node, uh, like we did there, which will be acting as my result set. And what I'm going to do is my len of h is greater than 0. I'll keep on adding the value into the list node, and heap up will always remove the node, and remove the node which will be the minimum value in the list, and bring the list smallest value to the root of it. So temp dot next. Once this is done, I'll just return head dot next, right? So this is it. Here we, instead of using sorting, we used minhip concept, and it will reduce the complexity to from n log n of time complexity, because I'm not doing a sorting of all the values. It will move to n log k, which k will be the number of nodes inserted. Now let's run it again. I got a value I dot val. So what was the problem here? This is fine. We push h comma I comma val. Int value has no attribute. I. Oh, sorry. Oh, shoot. Okay. This will remain as it is. I needs to be I dot next. I dot next. I hope this time it runs. Yes, it did. I got the output as sorted, and then let's submit this code. Cool, it got accepted. This is great. Again, what you noticed here is I tried to improvise on the code which was written in the first curve, and similarly will be the ask in any of the interview questions, because you will be asked to improvise upon what you came up with, and then try to improve upon your space complexity, time complexity, and use the best available tools which are there at your disposal. With this, I'll take your leave. Thank you. Thanks a lot. In case you like the description, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you. Thanks a lot.